Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Marvel Strike Force this weekend. We have a lot of data mines to cover. It seems that when Scopely and Boundless went away on Friday for the weekend, you seen my video on Pocket Dimension, they fucked that up, but there's been a lot of new details, including more data mines to talk about for the next 10 days, really. We have a lot of stuff to go over. And why is Gorr here on the front cover? That's because, well, we've now confirmed that Gorr's event is coming. So we're going to be also talking about this, what this means exactly, and all of the rest of the data mines that's upcoming over the next 10 days or so. And if you're ready to go, let's boil this down. Okay, so I posted this. This is my Discord server, right? We go over the data mines channel. Now, I posted them in the slightly wrong order, so I'm gonna start here first. This is Autumn Revolution. This is the September month-long event. Commander, participate in this event for spectacular rewards, including Gorr shards. There you go. Gorr is the September month-long character. Now, from what I see, and we're going to take a look at some of it down below, I think this might be a 3-week event. I don't know why they're doing this, like, instead of 4 weeks, they're doing 3 weeks, because this current one, I believe, is also a 3-week. Now, there's no character in it. It's like Secret Defenders and garbage, but this one appears also to be a 3-week. So I don't know if this might get it back on track, actually, for October. So maybe that's why. It's going to be like a little bit of a shorter one. Training modules, gold, fully crafted G18, augmented gear, probably G18. At this point, honestly, I don't know why they don't have G19 at the very end. Like, at least like 1 or 2 crafted pieces. It's really not going to kill them, in my opinion. I think they really need to start pivoting to red gear soon. Honestly, with the fuck up of Pocket Dimension giving like all these event orbs that contain red gear, I don't see why not at this point that they should be, or maybe that's why they're not, because we got all this fuck up stuff that basically they're not going to give it to us. I don't know. Anyways, and then a player frame as usual. So Autumn Revolution, that's the name, and for that you're going to be collecting Sentinel cores. So I want to go back up a little bit. We're going to be talking about this event first, the Dark Future. Now, this is essentially a regurgitation of no, it's too far up. The one that we're getting next week, the Orcus raid, where you get bonus points of milestone points on Orcus raid nodes. They're regurgitating this for a second time, essentially. So celebrate Orcus raids and the team with this alliance event. It's the same description, in fact, as the one that we're getting starting Tuesday, including Sentinel cores. That's the new event currency. More Orcus team orbs, so that's probably going to be the Sentinel orb. I've also data mined the Nimrod and Omega Sentinel orbs, so they're all getting individual orbs. We're doing this again. We're doing the dance again for Orcus, as we did for Annihilators. What the odds of the orbs are going to be, I don't know, and we'll probably get to talk about that maybe on Monday or whenever the Sentinel orb, like the team orb version, that when that pops up in the store, we'll take a look, see if it's 75% Scientist Supreme. I really hope not, but I mean, that's kind of what I expect at this point. And then some T3 ISO 8 ability materials, blah, 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 blah. Points, battle and raids with Orcus characters. This is all of this. This is the same thing that's happening next week on Tuesday for that event, for that alliance event. They seem to be doing them like back to back for whatever reason, and they're both alliance events. There's a quick rumble for X-Men and Alpha Flight as part of this September monthly, so just keep that out there. Coming soon, Sentinels Assembly. Sentinels Assemble. So this is going to be the first event of the September monthly. Looking at my calendar, this should be September the 9th. So that's going to be the start date of the Gorr September monthly, as well as the first main event, which is this one here, Sentinels Assemble, which is going to be rewarding Sentinel Diamonds. And there's going to be a leaderboard, which we found out down below. So Commander, earn tech gear in this exciting event. Gain progress in this event by earning Iron Legion orb fragments from campaign nodes. So, campaign energy for the next leaderboard. If you want to hoard anything right now, well, it's tough, right? Because I'm hoarding ISO 8 energy for Tuesday's event. If you want to start hoarding right now, you can do that with campaign energy. I have not done it yet, but once I start hitting my cap, I'm going to start hoarding. Now that's a lot of hoarding both energies is not wise for a long period of time. However, I think given that this strike pass is almost over, I think it's okay. So if you're in a good position with the strike pass, that's okay that you can do that starting Monday basically. And you're going to be spending the ISO 8 energy come Tuesday anyway, so you're not going to be hoarding for a long period of time on double energy. So I think that's perfectly okay. And so once you see this video, if you want to prepare for the next leaderboard event, start hoarding your campaign energy now for the next, like, what is that, 10 days, 9 days? You'll have a good head start on that leaderboard. So make sure you do that. Also, battling in Blitz with Annihilator characters. They literally are doing that this coming week for this other event, completing the Sentinel Strike web milestone and daily free web claims. There's going to be Crimson Tech gear in here, probably in the milestone, not in the leaderboard, but then the usual kind of payouts. We're removing the radioactive treats, so the radioactive treats will be gone on this event coming up, because the event store, well, it only has like, what, 14 days left, so it's not going to be around by the time this event pays out. So no more treats. The treats are ending pretty soon, but they will be by the time this event comes around. Now, the Iron Legion Orb, like I said, this is earned from campaigns, free claims, and special offers. Then there's a Sentinel Strike web milestone, collecting Thanos Annihilator orbs to earn the Iron Legion orb fragments and Sentinel Strike milestone progress. Keep an eye out for free claims containing milestone progress. So this is going to be the web milestone for this event. You're going to be earning the Thanos Arena. So I guess what that tells us is that the Thanos Arena orb will still be around when this event goes live. So we're going to be getting daily payouts for a little while for Thanos, but you know that's going to matter, I guess, your arena rank and on this web milestone. Hopefully it's not too restrictive, and to finish the web milestone is not that difficult. But yeah, you don't need to hoard for this. It's just earning it every day, right? Because you're getting points for earning, not opening. So that's going to be important there. And then these are the event items for the September monthly, and we can get a little bit of an idea of what some of the events are going to be upcoming. We already talked about this Energy Blaster item, so that's going to be part of the Sentinels Assemble event, which is going to be on September the 9th. And then the next one after that is the Anti-Mutant Laser, or the Fall of the Mutants event. Now, given what we know about the fact that they're waiting 30 plus days between characters before they give a free to play event, like for example, Gladiator is about 30 days, and Gorr is going to be about that too, honestly, with the month long, maybe more by the time you unlock them. And I have a different opinion of this because maybe we'll talk about this at the very end when it comes to the Gorr monthly as far as the time goes. I don't know if I can glean what character this may or may not be, honestly, at this point, because given the timeline of how long we wait for free to play events, I'm not going to assume that these are free to play events. Like for the characters. Follow the mute. I mean, this one here, however, sounds like an Omega Sentinel event, but you know it might not be because of the 30 plus days. So the power dampener, it says earn it in the Operation Omega event. Omega Sentinel, right? Like it sounds like it, but realistically, given that what we know about their schedule for free to play releases, that makes me think it's probably not. But it's just a teaser, right? It sounds like it, but it's probably not. The Iron Legion orb, it seems that within this, I don't know if there's any characters in there, maybe not, maybe it's just resources. It says Crimson or Teal uniques as like what's the main thing inside the orb. There's also confirmation down here of the Sentinel Evolution orb and the Sentinel Transcendence orb. So these are the character orbs for both Nimrod and Omega Sentinel. How we're going to get them is maybe, you know, honestly, it could be in here, right? Like there could be Nimrod orbs in here and then Omega Sentinel orbs in here. We don't know what the orbs are going to look like as far as how many shards are we going to get for these characters. Who knows? Maybe they've improved them. Fingers crossed, right? Maybe they've made them really good and that you'll actually get shards for the characters and not like get 75% chance of Scientist Supreme and it's like 0 shards on the new characters. Maybe we'll get lucky. You know, we'll have to wait and see, right? Because I think that when we see the Sentinel Orb, it might give us a good idea as to what to expect going forward. Ignored this part. I posted, you know, I can probably delete this because I posted this in the wrong order. Sentinel Strike, this is part of that other web milestone, so I'm actually just going to delete this one. It's kind of already listed up there. And then it does confirm that Sentinels Assembly is a monthly, a leaderboard event, because I got this out of an offer. There was a description in the offer section of the data mines that basically confirmed that it was a leaderboard. So there we go. That is the data mines coming up for next week. But I do want to talk. I want to talk about Gorr because now that we know that he's going to be the September monthly, I want to draw your attention to. I mean, so we've used this before. You've probably seen this. This is my character spreadsheet. Why is this important? Gorr. So his offer was on the 14th of August. As of recording this video, it's been 17 days, and I have this over here. Days since release, 17 days. By the time September 9th rolls around, I believe that's an extra 9 days, 9 or 10 days, right? So that 17 is going to move up to 26 or 27. And we know that we're not going to unlock him by day one. It's probably not even be week one, right? So we're not going to get 100 shards for Gorr by the first week. Probably. It's probably going to take at least 2 weeks. And so we'd add 14 days onto 27 or whatever I said. And now we're looking at about 40 days before you realistically get enough shards without coring anyways to unlock Gorr. And this, I find this problematic because we're slowly rising from the 30 days, from 30 days plus, right? At this point, Gladiator is about 30 days ish, and then Gorr looks to be like it's going to be like 40 days ish. And where does this end? And some might argue that it's your responsibility now to power core for these characters. But I think that what that's proven is that really that this game is being gotchified. And if you don't know what I mean by that, it's because that, you know, if you haven't played enough gotcha games, that essentially you have to save your power cores for the characters you want to unlock, and that maybe they're your favorites or there's a reason you want to unlock them, but you're going to need to spend your power cores now to bridge the gap to get these characters unlocked before those 40 days if you're not willing to spend for these character offers. So there's a huge turning point in Marvel Strike Force as far as what the expectations are going forward and how this is going to change the way you play the game. Now, I'm going to have a complete separate video on this sort of gotchification of Marvel Strike Force because I think it's really important that people understand where this game is headed and what you're going to have to do to kind of adapt to this new system. Because knowing what we know now and going forward with the character release systems, it's really important to kind of temper your expectations and also better understand how to kind of adapt your way through the game now by utilizing your power cores in a particular way. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know what yours are in the comments down below. Another Saturday video here for Boilon. Let me know how you feel about the Gorr being a monthly, and the upcoming events. I'm still scared about what the Orcus orbs are going to look like as far as their drop rates and what they contain and all of that. But hopefully we'll get a peek on the Sentinel orb maybe Monday, maybe before the event goes live on Tuesday. We'll see. So that's it for now. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. And until next time, stay safe and healthy. I'll see y'all later. Boilon signing out.